y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's about to go down. We're about to get into it.
Yeah. U3, live from the underground.
That's that Texas shit, right? Y'all. I said it in New York. They kept getting on my ass.
Yo, it's your girl DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and you tune in to U3 Underground, Unsigned, and Unknown, where we have a special guest in the building. I've been trying to get up on my show for a minute. We had technical difficulties last time because of that snow and the weather and all that craziness Texas was going through, but we're here now with Highstrung. What up?
What up, man?
This is your first time on U3, right?
Nah, I don't know. It's like my second time.
Second time. I interviewed you one time. Second time.
This the first time face to face.
First time face to face, but you've been on U3 before.
Absolutely.
You have a new album out called Life,
Yes.
L-Y-F-E, Live Your
Freedom every day.
Every day. How'd you come up with the title? What made you want to do Life?
You know what I'm saying? Life, man. It's just, you know, it was originally, the album was something I worked on for 2 years. You know what I mean? Before I dropped this project, it was a ongoing album. You know what I mean? And I just came up with the acronym because I felt like I was really going through life. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that everybody I was encountering was just kind of like, you know, I just felt like that I spent a lot of time by myself. You feel me? So I feel like that everybody was kind of like knowing everything about everybody else and who's hot and what the president is saying. And we so consumed with others that we don't really know much about ourselves.
Yeah.
And me having to spend time with myself and all the shit that I was going through within those 2 years, I felt really just made me say, I want to live my own freedom. I want to do what I feel is, you know what I'm saying? And it just made me learn more of me. You know what I mean? So I challenge everybody to this day. You know what I'm saying? Ever since this album dropped, I challenge everybody like, yo, go spend time, you know what I'm saying, by yourself. Like, spend time by yourself so you can really get to know yourself, for real, for real.
Now, I know a lot of people are looking for the Legacy trilogy to keep it going. Legacy 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
And can you explain to us why you didn't want to do Legacy again?
I mean, so I went through a dramatic experience, you know what I'm saying, with the producer, with one of the producers that, you know what I'm saying, from California. It was my first time dealing with something legal, you know what I'm saying, dealing with the legal situation of the situation. And, you know, for the first time, I couldn't solve anything by being in a person's face or with violence, or, you know what I mean? Like, when you get mad, you want to beat somebody up. When you get mad, you want to do certain things. For the first time, you know, my manager was telling me, like, you can't solve the problem with this. You know what I mean? And it put me in a vulnerable state. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to assess the situation or handle it. So, and, you know, this dude, man, he just kind of did me real dirty. You know what I'm saying? We started making certain moves and we started doing certain things. And, you know, Lisa she was freshly on as my manager, and she was reading a lot of the paperwork that was going into the album. And she just showed me a lot of things that was messed up, that was wrong. And I even denied. I was trying to, like, I was going against her because I was like, nah, this dude cool. You know what I'm saying? But it just showed me that, like, even when you befriend people, you still got to be about your business.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I just thought that the connection that me and this dude made musically, there was no way that somebody like this would ever take advantage of, you know, a situation. And it just kind of messed me up, man. And you know, so I just felt like that. What was the point of coming out with Legacy 2 if people didn't really get to feel Legacy 1 like that? Because it was snatched off all platforms. You know what I'm saying? It was taken up because of the songs that he produced. And he produced a majority of them. And to me, those songs were so potent that I just felt like I couldn't have dropped the project without those songs. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to fight for them, and it just got to a point where, you know, I had to take that loss, and I felt like that I had to take the loss and say, you know what, I'm gonna scratch this and just do what I can to make something even better. And you know what I mean? And
now, some of the other songs that were on Legacy that you can keep, are you gonna eventually re-drop them as singles? Or are you just done with that?
Yeah, it's just a chapter to me. You know what I'm saying? It's a chapter in my life that, and I just felt like I gave it the energy that it was supposed to have. I think everything happens for a reason, because the album that I just dropped, Life, it literally is the best album in the world, man. It's an incredible album. And to me, it's 10 times better than what I was gonna drop. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I've been saying shit since it dropped February 1st, and I've been like, I'm gonna talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? But I just be saying that shit because it's like, this is something that it's like that. It's like when you, like, I'm sure the doctors feel the same way when they study for that exam, or the lawyer that passed the bar. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I did it. Like, this was I did it. It was my, like, yo, I did this shit. I said I was going to do it. I set my heart out to do it. And even through all the trials and tribulations and the things that I had to go through, I still rose above it and was able to come out with such an incredible project. You know what I mean?
Now, coming into the Life project, did you look at when it's time to find producers? I know one of your main producers is Neil Alex. He's a dope producer, but you also like to work with other people.
Yeah.
Working with other people with this Life project, did you go in and look at it differently because of the situation you went to? Was it more like, were you more iffy with working with new people, or was it?
Well, it definitely gave me more of a business. Like I've always been business minded, but there was always that like, well, I don't need a contract for him because I know him. He cool. Exactly. And it was always like, I need a contract for this dude. But I just stopped being like that all around and just started saying contracts for everybody. Like, unfortunately, that dude put me in a mind state that even if you're my friend, it's all good. You know what I mean? It don't change our personal relationship. But when it comes to the business, I need a contract. I need an agreement. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like that. That's where it put me at. So like there was like there's a couple of beats we even drove like all the way to Arkansas, which is 9 hours from here. You know what I'm saying? We drove all the way to Arkansas just to link up with the producers, just to put the contract, like, because they was like, well, you could just mail us the contract. And I was like, nah, but you know, the way that I'm feeling, I want to personally come to you. You know what I mean? I want to get this camaraderie going, and and now that I did that, like we got a chance to kick it with them in their studio, and now we built that friendship, or we built that relationship to where it's like musically, where it's like, they want to know now what I got dropping and what I got popping next to try to get on the next project. You know what I'm saying? And then the way I seek these producers and was moving around, it made other producers that wasn't on it yet, like, yo, like is there room? Like I'm like they was, you know what I mean? They was really, so it was like that was a great feeling too, to know that producers is working just to get on my project. So it was like, that was dope. You know what I mean?
How did it feel going through this situation, knowing that you can't talk about it? Because I know it's a legal situation. You really can't speak too much on it. You can't go into details. Right. And I know a lot of people, especially celebrities and not even celebrity underground, as soon as they get into something, they want to post it on Facebook. Right.
Now I've learned to suppress that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I use my artistry for a lot of different things to really help me as a man. Like even exclusivity is the big thing for me. So I don't even try to, like, you know what I'm saying, drop like everything. When I come out with a hot song, I used to want to post that shit right away and just like sample of it. Now I just like, I kind of exclude, you know what I mean? I keep it exclusive until it's time for it to pop. So it's the same thing with that situation. It kind of was just like, man, you know what? I could put stuff on blast and stuff like that.
Name drop, could have.
But then again, you give a sucker shine when you do that. You know what I'm saying? And like, to me, he don't deserve that type of energy from you. You know what I mean? I think that it hurts people more when you just kind of be like, man, you just not even worth it. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like when you, like my daughters, they can't stand when I don't say nothing. Like they rather I whoop them than to just look at them disappointed and just walk away. They can't stand it. It messes with them. They can't handle dad being so silent. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with people that I deal with. Is like, if I do that, it's like, man, like you just fucked up so bad. It's just, I can't even. But it was extremely hard though, because like I said, I've never been like this, just, you know, super type dude that like be acting like hard and shit like that. But I always felt that, but I was always a man, you know what I'm saying? And I just handle, sometimes I would handle my problems through trying to fight somebody. And it was like, man, I can't even touch this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it got even so serious as like, you know what I'm saying? I had some homies from Cali that fuck with me, go to his spot, like beating on the door, trying to get him to come outside and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But then like, when I realized how much power this dude got, he had money, he had, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know, what I'm trying to do could be detrimental to everything I'm doing. You know what I mean? He could, when you got that money, you could be able to, you know what I'm saying? I could have been arrested for that. You know what I mean? Just off of the conversation. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I need to really chill and start thinking about handling things a lot more maturely. You know what I'm saying? And start thinking about my actions before I take action. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Let's dig deeper into the Life album. If you haven't heard it yet or listened to it, it's on all music streaming platforms right now. It's a good album. Has a couple love songs, dance songs, some feel good songs, and a lot of producers you worked with this time.
Yeah.
How did you decide what producers to work with? Like, I know earlier we was talking about how you said you know when you know.
Yeah. Sometimes like know. Yeah, like I mean, I got references. Of course, people was telling me like to hit up certain people, and JMR is definitely one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always work with JMR. I started working with JMR maybe, I don't want to lie, so it had to be like 5 or 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But he's made some of the most potent hits that I've had. You know what I'm saying? Some of the reasons why people even love Highstrung was on his beats. You know what I'm saying? And then there was shout out to my dude UB. You know what I'm saying? Unknown beats. I actually I got real cool with my dude T Crazy from 15-5.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about Unknown. I believe it was him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had told me about and referred me to Unknown. So I contacted, oh, my bad. It might be a secret too. Like, she told me everything.
Tell it.
She in the back like, that was me. You know what I'm saying? But nah, so she told me about Unknown, and then, you know, I ended up linking up with him, and we ended up doing like, I listened to his beats, and I fell in love with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like, it just was magic because like he gave me the beats. I listened to him. I wrote to him probably like in 2 days. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had already like finished the beats, and then he liked what I did to one of his beats. So then I went to see him again. I think like the second batch. And then he actually gave me the one that me and Eliza on is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Totem. He actually gave me that joint like for off GP just for being, you know what I'm saying, the way that I was, you know what I'm saying? Just for the way I rap. And we were supposed to, he was like, man, you know what? I want you to record on this tonight. He was like, I want to record you. And it got so late from us talking to music and just, you know what I'm saying, chilling, that we totally forgot to even record on this shit. So he just told me, hey, man, just take it with you. If you want to use it, use it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't. And I ended up like.
Did you instantly know Eliza should be on that beat when you first heard it?
I did it, but she did. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was like, I wanted Eliza on one of my records for my album. I just didn't know which one I wanted to put her on. And then like I was listening to that beat, and then Lisa was like, man, this sounds like that's her style. You know what I'm saying? So she kind of threw me the idea, and then I shot it to Eliza, you know what I'm saying? And Eliza, she killed that shit in like a day, you know what I'm saying? Like less than 24 hours, she had already wrote the verse and recorded it. So I was like, damn, that's what's up. So like, you know what I'm saying? She shot her verse back. And I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I was actually impressed by the verse. I'm like, oh, she trying to come for a nigga. So I had to go in there and
step the game up a little bit, you know.
You know what I mean? I had to show her who the vet is. Now that's a little sister. I love her, man.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? We had a lot of fun for the record, man. Every time she performed, she always calls me to perform that record. And same vice versa. I always call her to perform the record. So
but that's a dope record, you know, it gets people jumping and keep people dancing, you know, you known for those dances, that one and Drop. Mm-hmm. How'd you know that those two were gonna be the singles?
So Drop off top, I had started writing that, you know what I'm saying, in my manager's last crib, and like she just was like, man, that's a hit. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just mumbling it. And then I was also when I always wanted to get the dance community involved with what I got going on, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people that come from that dance world, you know what I'm saying? So your
manager comes from the dance world.
she's from the dance world. So I was like, you know what, I wanna incorporate that, you know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
And it was dope, man. It was a really dope video. So I knew that Off Top was going to be a single that everybody would love. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of great people come out there, and it was a lot of fun. And then Totem, man, I just knew that once I heard it completed, once I heard it mastered, and I was like, this got to be the next single. You know what I'm saying? Because that just, the energy of that track was what everybody was on. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Even till now, I've heard the song probably 1,000 times, but I'm still not tired of it. You know what I'm saying? And people still be like, damn, the video was crazy with the low rider. And it's just the way that beat goes, doo, 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 doo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it just catches your attention. So it's crazy.
Now, a lot of people that see your videos, they know you either for the hype videos, like Totem and Drop.
Right.
Or they know you for like your serious street videos or the funny videos, like the one we use at Epic, you know. But we haven't seen any videos of you getting your little sexy on with the shirt off and the ladies.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some of that soon.
It's definitely coming. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely coming. We're gonna break into that R&B. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to do the R&B this time. I wanted to do I wanted to bring back that R&B real feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people, I always get into it with rappers when I talk about this, but for me, dog, like when I was coming up, like Ja Rule was the shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Because Ja Rule had a way of, no matter, I didn't care for his songs. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when he did songs with females, them shits just hit. You know what I'm saying? I can still remember the verse of Put It On Me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can still remember these things, and that's the type of music that it resonated with you. It felt so good. You know what I'm saying? I know he got into the thing with 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? It was over. But I just felt like that, like when the way that he made music resonate, and I wanted to continue to make that type of music because I know I can't sing, but I always enjoyed R&B. I grew up on R&B, so
most of us did. And R&B, 90s R&B is making a comeback.
Yeah, so
everybody using their samples and making a comeback.
Absolutely. And that's why I wanted to really implement that into the album. I really wanted to put that R&B type feel into it. And that's why another reason why it took so long, because I wanted to make sure that every element possible was in the album. Like in this album, you got hype, you got turn up, you got R&B for the ladies, you got inspiration, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
and just feel life tracks. Yeah, feel good music. Yeah, exactly.
Like the song you have with Cadillac music. I consider one of the San Antonio legends, OGs. They're doing it big. They, they're charting the Billboard, all that good stuff. They remind me like the soulful Outkast. I always say that. Something very different that we're not used to. So how was it working with them?
Man, it was incredible working with them. You know what I'm saying? They're very easy to work with. It was really like an easy transition. I just hit them up on Instagram one day. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling him about the track. You know what I'm saying? My manager talked to their manager. You know what I'm saying? And we settled up on a business. And it was just I mean, even aside of that, we built like a real good music relationship. Like even after the session, we stayed outside and talked for about 2 more hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just a good energy, man. And a lot of people don't know too, like the way the song was constructed. We did all that in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like the hook, I had already wrote the hook, but I didn't write it the way he sang it. You know what I'm saying? I knew Cadillac music was going to put that funk on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I just wrote the hook. And I was like, but the way I was saying it, it just didn't. I was like, man, I just feel like they could do something with that. And the way he kind of got on there and made it so funky. And I threw some of the ad-libs out there like, wow. Like, but like, it was just magic, man. It was one of those magic moments in the studio where it's like, damn, like as soon as we heard it done, it wasn't even masterful. We was in there like, it's just one of those days. It's just like we was just in there jamming, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a feel good. Even like I took some of the talking that we had in the studio when we was recording it off the videos, and I put the audio to those videos inside of the album. So at the end of the album, after the last song, which is What More Can I Say? What I'm saying at the end, I'm like, this that feel good music, that music you can listen to for 20 years. And then Nick, the engineer, was like, man, now that I'm thinking about it, you onto something with this album. And all of us laugh, and then the album go out. That's me, Cadillac Music, and Nick in that video talking. You know what I'm saying?
So you wasn't expecting to use that. You was just recording.
Nah, yeah.
And it just came to you to use it.
Yeah,
at the end.
Exactly. Because all the talking and all the like the interludes and stuff that I use, I wanted it to be natural. I didn't want to like bring somebody to the studio and be like, Highstrung, like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted it to be like actually like a real conversation. So what I was doing was, and I don't recommend nobody do it the way I did. I just know I happened to be real cool with the people I was doing, but I was really sneakingly recording people talking, and then like I was like letting them talk and letting them express how they felt, and then cutting it up and using what I wanted to out of then. Before I used it, I told them like, hey man, he was talking, I recorded, you want me to use it, but everybody gave me like, nah, man, that's broke, put that in there. You know what I mean? So it was cool. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't nothing crazy. So
yeah. I'm gonna listen to it first anyway. You know what I'm saying? Make sure nobody say some shit they wasn't supposed to say.
Every too petty edition.
Straight up.
Now on your album, you have that Texas song. I call it. You gotta represent Texas because that's where you live. That's not where you're from, but that's where you live now. Yeah. Texas native.
Well, Texas is where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I claim Texas as home. I mean, my pops was military. I moved around a lot.
Yeah.
But it was the first place that like I could call home. You know what I'm saying? It was the first place. Like I've been in Texas since 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a grown ass man now. So I've been here.
Texas is your home.
Yeah.
You are the Texas native. Absolutely. Now, when I heard the song, I was thinking, okay, I wonder why he didn't choose like an OG from Texas to be on it.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying?
Maybe on a remix one day, throwing that out there.
We'll see what's up.
Throwing that out there, listening.
You know what I'm saying? For the album though, you know what I'm saying? I always put like a Texas record on my album. You know what I'm saying? I did it since actually this one, Successful Failure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that had another one on there. But I just felt that when I did this one, I could feel it organically. It gave me that same feeling we get when we hear like Draped Up and Dripped Out or like that Andre 3000 verse. I type a text to a girl I used to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gave me that like those songs will always be legendary Texas songs, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, I agree with that.
So I felt like that, like even Zero, you know what I'm saying? Most of the Don, like shit like that, like we'll always be like associate that with legendary. And I felt like this Lone Star State song could be in the realm of those songs. And I wanted it to be, appreciate that, man. I wanted it to be like, I wanted to be the one, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be like the only one on there. But then, like I say, it's funny you said that because, you know what I'm saying? It's some stuff in the pot right now, I don't know if people know I put out a picture with me and Kylie. in the studio. You know what I'm saying? I just recently posted a picture with me and Kylie in the studio. We was in the studio session last night. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's big. That's big. That's huge for the city because, you know what I'm saying? Me and Kylie have never done a song together, and we never been in like the same, we never been in the studio together like that. You know what I mean? So that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy.
We still here with Highstrung, you know, talking about his Life album that's out now on all streaming platforms. LYFE. Live. Love yourself freely.
Live your freedom every day.
Live your freedom every day. Thank you.
Yeah.
Live your freedom every day. It's on all streaming platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, all that stuff. I love my 2 R&B songs. You know that. That's my favorite. Yeah. I love samples. You know, I loved it off the other album.
Yeah.
So those are always going to be my favorite. I'm going to suck the samples. I hear samples. Oh, yeah. That's it. I'm going to like it. Now, he's one of my favorite beat makers. Well, not one of my favorite beat makers. One of my beat makers that I love. Shout out to LG. He's a gamer, beat maker. Yeah. He does it all. Graphics.
Big shout out to LG. Yeah.
How did that come apart? You two linking up.
So it was crazy, man. LG actually, you know what I'm saying? Actually, it's crazy. I didn't even know LG. I've been knowing LG like from seeing him around. We would go to Epic and I would see him. And LG always just had like a really dope energy about him. Like he could be he'll be by himself, but you just want to fuck with him because he's just like a cool ass dude.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
And it was crazy because he was you know what I'm saying? He made beats. I didn't even know. He posted this beat and was like, and I seen the caption on the beat that said I had to go on my DJ Mustard type vibe on this beat. So I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Like he produced beats. What's going on? So I hit him up. I'm like, and I listened to the beat first, and I heard it. I'm like, damn, this shit jam. You know what I'm saying? So I hit him up. I'm like, yo, LG, what's good, bro? What's you produce? He said, oh yeah, man. You know, producing is something else that I do. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him. I said, well, what's the you know, I'm trying to get the exclusive. And so we talked in the inbox, you know what I'm saying, settled up on the business, and I had told him, I was like, man, I don't know if this is gonna make the album though. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted this track. I said, I don't think it's gonna make the album though, because literally I had to turn in my album on that Monday. And for it to come out when I wanted it to come out on social media. I mean on all platforms, I mean. And then but the crazy thing is I had so it was that Friday night when I heard it. So I hit up Nick and was like, could you get me in the studio tomorrow? And Nick's like, oh man, I don't know, I'll let you know. So I told him, I said, well, it possibly can make the album if I'm able to get in the studio this weekend. If not, then I don't think it's gonna make the album. So Nick finally hit me back and was like, yeah, bro, I could definitely get you in. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that shit was dope. I was like, oh shit. So I got in, I wrote the song that day, I recorded it the next day, turned in my music the following day after that. So it was like step by step, and then literally that song was able to be on the album. And I had actually called him and said, yo, bro, you made the album. He was like, oh yeah, nigga. He was super hype about the shit. So
I know that's crazy. I mostly know him for making gamer beats. You know, with game samples and stuff.
Exactly.
So this is totally different from the style that I'm used to hearing.
So it was crazy that he produced, you know what I'm saying? And he did like a little TikTok to him. Shout out to him, man. He did a little TikTok to it. It was crazy. You know, he got great energy though, man. I definitely will work with him more in the future. And like the game and shit that he do, like even like the reviews, he's really good at the review shit. Like where he reviewed Life, the album, and he talked about what the tracks that he thought was most potent and how he felt about the album. So I thought that was dope.
Okay,
I thought was dope.
I like that. Man, well, your Life album is doing good.
Yes, absolutely.
A lot of streams, man. Congratulations.
Yeah. We almost at 4,000. We had 4,000. We already shoot past 4,000 now. 4,000 album streams too.
4,000 album streams.
Not even just like singles, man. Like 4,000 albums.
How does that feel when you saw that number? Man, first you saw when it hit the 1K. How did it feel when it hit the 1K?
Man, it was great because it hit 1K in like maybe like 4 weeks, 4 days. So like that shit, damn, it was 4 days. It was, so that shit felt great. Like I didn't even really look at the, I didn't even look I couldn't even fathom it. I was just like, damn, this shit is crazy. And not because it's just this huge number, but just because it's like, I felt that it felt like to me like when Biggie, you seen that movie Notorious, where Biggie was sitting down in a seat and he was just like smiling. And they was like, what you smiling at? He was like, I did it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I felt with this album. It gave me that same feeling like, man, like I did it. You know what I'm saying? It was to the point where like it don't even matter. The fact people are reciprocating it the way that I gave it to them is like a Grammy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what I wanted to do. Because my whole team could tell you I was nervous. That was my most nervous thing. I was nervous on how people was going to reciprocate this album. Because like you said, they wasn't used to hearing me talk about certain things about life and, you know, certain things. And I really put a lot of heart into this and really wasn't even thinking consciously about the stuff that I was saying, just saying it. You know what I'm saying? So it was just crazy. You know what I mean? It's a lot of.
Were you nervous that not only did you go in a different direction with this album, but the fact that you had to take down your last album, so people were missing some of those songs in between from?
Well, I wasn't nervous in that sense because I felt like
you still dropped singles, but it still took you 2 years to complete the whole project.
Right. So I stayed. So I knew that me dropping those singles, I kind of took the formula of what they was doing in the 90s. So in the 90s, they was kind of like dropping a single, but that single would be playing for a whole year before they dropped the album. So what I was doing, like I strategically was talking shit on the internet, and like I kept dropping my singles and sharing my singles, and like I'm telling y'all I'm about to raise the bar and shit. And I didn't, you know what I mean? I had every bit of confidence that this shit was gonna be what it was, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I was just talking shit. I was like manifesting that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really nervous on that aspect, you know what I'm saying? I was just more like nervous of like how people are gonna receive this. Cause sometimes you can give people like a direct order, but they might reciprocate it a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that was the biggest step, you know what I'm saying? And now the biggest step is like the whole world must hear this album. You know what I'm saying? Because this album deserves the world deserves to hear this shit. This is not the music that we getting. You know what I'm saying? This is why I dropped a body of work. People were like, don't do 20 songs. Are you crazy? People's attention span isn't. Everything that I did for this album, I was told not to do. You know what I'm saying? People told me, don't drop 20 songs. Don't do a whole project. Drop singles. But I was like, nah, bro, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking no for an answer because I feel like that, like, people going to listen to people when they say, well, I had an artist and nobody listened to the 20 songs he dropped. Well, that's your artist. With no disrespect, but I'm not human. He's not Highstrung. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have the type of fans that's gonna tell other people and themselves sit down and listen to 22 songs. Even people that listen to it told me they don't feel like they listening to 22 songs because every song gives you something different and give you a different feel and make you want to stay and listen to it. So
I agree. I had to go back and count.
Me too. I said
I really didn't know it was that long.
Me and Mike told him, don't cut yourself short. Like, keep those songs.
Just do it. Yeah, I didn't even know it was that long. I had to go back. I was like, oh, dang, 26 songs. Like you said, when you listening to it, it just feels like you listening like a whole
And then it was for the music lovers too. Like when we talk about singles, we talking about people who don't really like feel the music like that. You know what I'm saying? There are people that just enjoy music. Like they just enjoy the they just
singles,
right.
Love songs.
You know what I'm saying? They just but there are people like music lovers like us who like we really dissect lyrics and we really like shit, like you know what I'm saying? So my biggest thing was like, but we don't. So like if I like you as an artist and I fuck with you and you only give me like singles, it's like I'm dead ass hungry. I ain't eating 3 days and you just give me a biscuit. Like damn, but you got like a table like back in the day in the king and queen days when they had like a long ass table of food. You got this long ass table and I'm hungry and I come in your castle and I'm like, hey, can I have some food? And you give me one biscuit, like here you go. And I'm like, but bro, you got turkey and
that's all you get.
You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. That's how I feel. That's it, man. So I'm just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that my fans and the people that support me and the people that I wanted, the more fans I wanted to get, I felt like people were ready because I hadn't dropped anything since the mixtape Fly Zone Volume 1, you know what I'm saying, in 2018. And that was when we did the Padre show and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But I felt like it was time to drop the project, you know what I'm saying? And it deemed, you know what I'm saying, because it was 4,000, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, download. Some people was hungry for it, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely was like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Is it different dropping a project in the middle of a pandemic? I know you still did your album release.
Right.
But was it different in the middle of a pandemic?
No, I feel like it actually, you know, of course I hate that the pandemic even happened because a lot of people, you know, have suffered through it and shit, you know what I'm saying? But but as far as business, it helped. Cause like when there wasn't a pandemic, when did we have time to really sit and listen to music? You know what I mean? Everybody was trying to grind. Like I barely remember, like I can actually tell you what I did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Now that the pandemic's here, before the pandemic, I couldn't tell you what I did like, 2 hours ago. Like, nigga, I was moving around. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody be like, "Hey, somebody told me you talked to him yesterday." I'm like, "Oh,
I probably did."
You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably nigga, but now it's like I really got time to just be like, You know what I'm saying? Like sit down, listen to people's music and listen to my, you know what I'm saying? I got time to really assess what I'm doing. And that's what I say. Like it gave me a lot of time to really think for myself. Like think like, you know what I'm saying? When you grinding and when you ain't dealing with a pandemic, you moving, you shucking and jiving and you doing what you gotta do. But now it's like, man, like now I got time. Okay, I did this today. Let me see what else I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You got time to really schedule your shit. And I feel like that. I mean, people have literally dissected my album for me. Some girl called me today about Long Road and was like, "Did you know you said this?" And I'm like, "That's like you know what I'm saying." I wrote it, but
I said it. I know I said it.
But I get it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They sitting there, they enjoying it, and it's just a beautiful feeling and so many people have done that. I've been posting like people's inbox notes and you know what I'm saying on the what they feel. I haven't posted all of them because I feel like some of them be like people just want to write me that. You know what I'm saying? Like some of it really be like
personal,
be like, man, because of you, you know, me and my wife, or because of you, I was gonna hurt myself. Like it's just stuff like that I won't post because I don't want to. That's your business. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something like, man, your album the best shit in the world, post. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ask him. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that.
Now, one thing I can say about your album, it did introduce me to some artists I never heard of.
Right.
I'm not gonna name them all because there's so many. But you did work with Mickey Waves. I know him. You worked with Kylie, God's son, Eliza 1K.
My brothers.
Of course, you knew Alex. You know.
Yeah. Of course.
Fam. That's always with the group. I got my notes. I still got my notes from the first interview. Shout out to the hotel notes. You know how we gotta do hotel notes. But you worked with a couple artists. I want to make sure I get the names right. You have Braylon. Braylon, I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
Braylon.
Chris Berg.
My bad.
Chris Berg.
The Special.
And Lena Tony and Ferocious. I haven't heard any of those artists. So explain to us how you meet these artists, how you come up with collabs.
I actually was gonna call Braylon the other day and tell him my girl Mazella gave you a French name, Braylon Nay.
Braylon Nay. I did not know how to pronounce it. Braylon Nay.
I was like that. Yeah, it's a
boy. I thought it was a girl.
Braylon Nay. Nah, that's dope. Like I was like, your name actually sounds a little bit more smooth like that, brother. Braylon Nay.
Hey, you know? If you want to change your name, credit me, Braylon Nay.
But Braylon, man, he actually got him. There was a dude named Rodello Cash on my album. He's on like I think 3 tracks. He did the intro, my second intro. I call it my second intro to the album, which is Legend. He also did Count It Up, and he did More Money. And he was actually my mentor in college. You know what I'm saying? Like he was on his way out of college when I was coming in, and it was just a dope vibe. You know what I'm saying? I knew that when he came down here, we was gonna be able to like knock out some dope music because we've been planning on doing music for a long time together. And so he had that record already with Braylon. You know what I'm saying? And Braylon I heard the record, but he wasn't really gonna do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I love that record. And I actually was in Mexico performing with the homie Tommy Smiley. So big shout out to the homie Tommy Smiley. I had went over there in Monterrey. He took me to the real Mexico. You know what I'm saying? I know tourist Cancun shit, like some real shit.
He's been trying to get me to go there, but I'm scared that they might see my chocolate stuff and want to keep me over there. That's what I told them. They gonna want to keep me.
They gonna want to keep that. You know what I'm saying? They don't got that over there. So like he when I was over there, I was listening to the beat in the hotel. You know what I'm saying? And he had gave it to me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I had Braylon and was like, hey, bro, I'm Highstrung. I'm going to be the new dude on the record. You know what I'm saying? So me and Bray started chopping it up. We got real cool. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, I had recorded on that shit as soon as we came back. You know what I'm saying? And we made the record what it is. It's actually one of my favorite records. You know what I'm saying? When. It's an incredible record. It's like, man, I love everything about When, from the hook to the beat to the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of my favorite records ever that I've done.
Mine is the one with Tylee. That's one of my favorites. Mine is the love song.
Who Am I?
Who Am I? I love Who Am I, besides my love songs. But Who Am I? And of course, you gotta have the website, the Texas, Lone Star.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy?
Like my top 4.
Every song on my album got a story behind it where it just how it was crazy that it got created. And Who Am I? Of course, everybody kept asking me. I was doing like little interviews here and there, and people kept asking me what I thought about how blacks were being treated in America today. Yeah, and I just never answered that question. I was just like, I didn't want to answer it just because I was so upset about the George Floyd thing. I was feeling emotional about a lot of shit that was going on, so I just didn't feel like I should answer that right now. And I told myself, well, since I've been avoiding the question, I'm gonna just put it into the music. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because my boy JMR, he sent me a packet like a Black History packet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that's what he called it, or some shit like that. It was something where you could tell it was all about songs about social injustice. Yeah. And he sent me the pack, and I heard that beat, and I sent the pack to the homie. You know what I'm saying? To Talib. Me and Talib had started getting close at that time, real cool and shit. And I was sent him the pack. I said, bro, just pick a beat out of here, whatever beat you choose. We gonna rock with that one. And I said, I'm gonna pick a beat too, and we'll come together. Well, we both happened to pick that beat. Oh wow! First, you know what I'm saying? Without even knowing, not even discussing it, just we both picked that same beat, and he knew it was magic. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then the hook was written, and then I wrote the lyrics. Like, right, I think I only had my first verse, and then he heard it and was like, oh, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And when the way he snapped on that, who am I? Like, I was just like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like more artists should speak up, whether it's speaking about it or opinion in their music about what's going on, or staying, even if you're underground, you feel like you should still speak up and say something about it, or just not even touch it?
Yeah, I think that, I mean, people definitely have to understand that, you know, I used to say all the time, like, I'm an artist, not a politician. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? We didn't ask to be role models either. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get placed in a position, you don't ask to be a role model. It's just what you become. Yeah. So I feel like it is our responsibility. You know, Pac said it a long time ago where he said, hold these rappers responsible for the shit they talking about. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he predicted this shit. You know what I'm saying? He said if you know what I mean? If he basically was talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? If you're a real nigga and you're going to depict that character, then you need to stand on that. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that, like, with me talking about this, I feel like you are responsible to talk about, especially being a black man in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, because George Floyd could have been me. George Floyd could have been it could have been Paul Hightower instead of George Floyd. You feel me? So my biggest thing was, I just feel like that, you know, we really got to hold ourselves responsible for the talent that we have. And we have to remember that the talent that we're blessed with isn't for us. It's to inspire others to do what they want to do in life and get to where they want to be so we can keep the world shining. You feel me? So you got to understand. I think that's something that, but I mean, if you don't talk about shit like that, and, you know, everybody has their entitled, you know, wave. And I feel like there's some people, I don't think we should place that responsibility on every artist. Like, some artists we know off top, like, we don't even want that person talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want a Little Uzi Vert. Yeah. Like, we don't want that shit. Like, we don't, like, that's not
He's
something.
Not the one.
Exactly.
But
you know what I'm saying? We don't want, like, you know what I mean? So so you get it. So it's like, sometimes we just want them to be someone like a Uzi to be Uzi. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the shit that you gonna talk about because that's who you are. But you know,
I know a couple of underground artists feel like because they are considered underground artists, they don't necessarily have a voice. Mm-hmm. Or because they feel like they don't have as many listeners as like the Baby or like a Tupac. Right. That they feel like they should just stay silent.
Nah, never. Because we all got somebody listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, before I had as many fans as I have, and I don't even have like a 1,000, 100,000 fans. You know what I'm saying? But I know I got fans. I know I got supporters, and I feel like that. Because of that, you know what I'm saying, it's only going to grow, you know what I mean? And we all got somebody listening no matter what. So I feel like that's your time to really, you know, grab that platform and use it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you got to make a whole Black History album. Yeah. I'm just saying that do what I did. I mentioned it on one song. You know what I'm saying? I used, out of all the 22 songs I did, I didn't try to make you sit there and listen to a history lesson. I just wanted you to be aware of what's going on.
And how you feel.
Exactly. And I wanted to bring awareness to those that, like, you know, even one of the lines say, other races show us we're not alone. Do something else besides pull out your phone. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's quick to film now, like, do something like that. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that when that George Floyd shit happened, somebody off the road should have just jumped in. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of, even if I had to do jail time for hitting the cop, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I didn't do something, that man would have died that day. You feel me? And he did. So you see what I'm saying? So unfortunately, we have to take the fall sometimes for shit like that. But who gonna help us if we don't? You know what I mean? I want somebody to jump in for me if they got their foot on my neck. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to die. You know what I mean? Shit, real shit.
Are we gonna get a song about what happened in Texas? Or you don't know yet?
I don't know yet, man. You know what I'm saying? It's where the heart is.
No Fly Zone, Ted Cruz, no? We don't know yet.
I don't know. We might, you know what I'm saying? Ted Cruz, shit, he might get a diss. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that.
He might get a diss.
Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That was some fucked up shit, and he a whole ass nigga for that. For sure. You know
hey, you never know, might be the hottest song off the mixtape.
Straight for real.
Yeah, but speaking of what happened in Texas with the snow, did you go outside and shoot a music video on the snow like some of these artists did? They took advantage of the snow time.
The funniest shit, man. You in my brain, ain't you? Like, I swear to God, she great at this. Nah, so it was crazy because I hit up my team in the group message and was like, yo, we should shoot a video because it's snowing, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's just something we took a hit on because it was so much shit going on, you know what I'm saying, with my daughters and crazy, you know what I'm saying? It was a bad time for everybody. It wasn't like it was some regular snow shit where we could still do shit and just happen. Everybody was like everybody was going through some bullshit, so nobody was really in the mood to really like, you know, even us, because even through turmoil, like we've been through like shit where like a lot of people, which I said with this album, I'm not gonna hide my emotions behind it. Like we've been through shit where we was in Atlanta and my manager had lost somebody dead ass. Like they called her and told her that this person just died and this is a person she'd been close with since she was like young. You know what I'm saying? They told her right then and there, and she had to suck up the tears and still get business done.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like there was no time to. She couldn't even really fathom what happened yet till she got back. Like when she got back here, you know what I'm saying? She kind of got it. It hit her, but she couldn't really be. And then even now, like, you know what I'm saying? My dude, Mike, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say what, but he going through a lot of shit right now himself. And he my video guy. You know what I mean? And we just learned to really just, I mean, it's not something we had to learn, but we just know to be there for each other during the time. And then whatever one person can't do, we pick up the slack. You know what I'm saying? If I can't do some shit, you know what I'm saying, then shit, you know what I mean? And I got a concert, one of them gonna have to rap on stage. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, it's
just Lisa on the ones and twos. You don't want her to come out and spit that.
You come and spit that crack on these niggas. Straight up, man. Straight up.
I know she got Highstrung to dance, so hey, you never know. She can get Highstrung to dance. She can do miracles. But shout out to your manager, Lisa. Views from the Tones. You know, recently, you know, gave her flowers, which is good. So we gotta give people flowers before they die. We gotta give them their, you know, congratulations and showing them that they're doing things.
Absolutely.
So how was it? How did you feel when you saw that she got, you know?
Man, it was so crazy because I mean, I felt dope like when I first seen it because nobody told me. I just seen it. You know what I'm saying? I seen it posted, like, so I was like, I was hyped. You know what I'm saying? But it was also like I didn't expect it not to like be any less. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's just an incredible person. She's an incredible manager. You know what I'm saying? She does more than just manage. You know what I'm saying? She literally like gets in tune with her artists. You know, she knows that if I'm upset, even if I'm saying I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I could be smiling and she'll just know something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So she gets really in tune because she knows that if you're not feeling good and you're not confident and she knows you're not going to give 100%. Yeah. And she can't push something that's not 100%. And she wants to push. So she's going to do everything that she can in her power to make sure you're feeling 100%. So that way she know that whatever I did, whether it's a song, concert, whatever we got coming, she knows that I'm going to give 100%. You know what I'm saying? So, I was like, and I told her that's good because, you know, I've been knowing Views from the Tone for a minute. Yeah. And the homie, he's one of the ones I respect highly as far as knowing his research. People get mad at him sometimes, but he's one of the ones that knows what he's talking about. Yeah. And, you know, I have still yet make the fucking list of that nigga shit. And I told him last time I talked to him, I was like, nigga, I'm trying to make the best rapper list. You know what I'm saying? Like rapper of the year or some shit, but you know, it's all fun, man. It's all love, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I mean? I don't get into the list and shit like that personal. It's weird to me when these rappers get sensitive and be like, well, I wasn't on the list. Like, nigga, who fucking cares? Go about your day, you know what I'm saying? But I just think it's
especially when someone with no credibility made the list.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, what have you done? Like, well, shit, nigga, I performed at this. Like, nigga, nobody was there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy, like, you know, niggas feel entitled, and I feel like that a position like y'all have as media, you know what I'm saying, it can't be easy as well. People probably come at y'all all the time about some crazy shit, you know. But for my thing is like, it's like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm all about the undeniable. I'm all about doing things to where you undeniably have to, you know, show me that love. You know what I'm saying? Like even now, like anybody that come to the Tone right now, somebody say Highstrung, even if a nigga try to play it smooth and be like, I ain't never heard the nigga music, but you know exactly what they was talking about, though. You could put a face to my name, and that was always important to me. I don't care if a nigga ain't bang my record one time, but if somebody say Highstrung, they could be like, oh, yeah, I know that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, they already know who to think about. You know what I'm saying? So that was important to me. But, yeah, I'm super proud of her, man. I salute her.
Were you ever a little nervous that people might, you know, try to sneak in the inbox and be like, hey, I'm free, I need a manager. I know you manage Highstrung, but you can manage me too and my 50 people in the back.
Yeah, I mean, after 150 people doing it, you know what I'm saying? I got used to it. You know what I'm saying? So I never, even some of the niggas that I know, these niggas, we kick it. You know what I mean? But I never take that offensive. I think that that's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the niggas that get a
like the modern day sliding in the DM instead of like trying to get your number.
Sort of on a business tip.
Yeah,
but it's weird though. Niggas are like, it's like low key wanting to find girl, but then don't want nobody to holler at her. You know what I'm saying? It's like niggas that come with the territory. So it's like, I know I got a great manager. So I know that I can never be the type to be like, hey, don't be hollering at my manager. Don't be trying to get her to work for you. Like, at the end of the day, that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've even had where people prophesized that it was going to happen and told us it was going to happen before it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of stuff has come into play. But I don't get offended by it. I'm actually, like, excited about it because I know that I already know, but it even confirms more that I got the manager of the Central. You know what I'm saying? That this person is really supposed to be with me doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel blessed to be able to be the artist that she wants to represent. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely feel honored. It doesn't feel. My cousin, I'll tell you a quick story. I was in Arkansas and my cousin had a staff. And my cousins get money in Arkansas. I took her and her nephew, my artist Neil. We went down there, and my cousins, you know, they do their thing. You know what I'm saying? They do their thing, so they make money. You know what I mean? And one of them put out a stack in front of her and was like, "Hey," he was like, "Hey, what's up, cousin? I fuck with you. Hey, but look, check this out." He was like, "For this right here, you quit managing Highstrung, come manage me." This nigga did this shit right in front of me. And I'm like, damn, nigga, like, I know we family, but
you don't see us?
I'm like,
you don't see us
I'm
here?
like, I'm sitting right here.
Hi, how you doing?
And then they took us out to the club, and while we in the club jamming out and shit, they trying to talk in her ear and shit like that about the management situation. And I'm just like, that's probably the only one that really hit me like, damn, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? But even then I didn't get offended because, like I said, her loyalty toward it is crazy, and she was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care how much money you got, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna make me want to manage you, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I thought that was pretty commendable because I tell her all the time, if you find somebody that you want to manage that you feel like gonna take you that step further, it's business.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's nothing personal. I would never not hang out with her because she chose to manage somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I've had artists leave. And the only reason why we probably not my label before, which was Tight Eyes EMT, before it was Fly Zone, I had artists leave me, you know what I'm saying, and go to different labels and go to labels that I didn't even necessarily get along with. But I never looked at them as a bad person. Yeah. I just felt like they seeked an opportunity that they felt was better. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm still here and they're not. So, you know what I mean? Like,
since y'all been together for so long, we're gonna get into a little fun because you know we can't always be serious.
Yeah.
Since you worked with your manager for a long time, what is the one thing you do that gets on her nerves? I know you have something.
Yeah, my phone. Like, she can't stand that shit. She tries to tell me shit, and she tries to say shit. Like, she'll try to tell me something about a contract or whatever, and I'll be like, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, for sure. Just write it down. And she gets so like, her thing is like a phone. Like, bro, like she'll be like, and it translates because that gets on her nerves, but it gets on my nerves. Say, can you put your phone down for like 5 minutes so I can talk to you real quick? And I'll be like, because I'm trying to post, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I threw my phone one time at the wall or some shit because I was mad. Like, because people don't understand, like, we are so close at what we do because we've gotten into fights and we've gotten into nothing physical either, but we've gotten into like bad arguments and like disputes and like, you know what I mean? And I think that's how I tell her all the time. That's how the relationship grows between the artist and his managers. That we have to disagree to get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is going to be, no perfect business partnership has ever worked without people getting, you know, Diddy yells at this one chick all the time. I forget, she's like a choreographer. Lorianne, man, they fucking go at it. And it'd be crazy. Like, he'll come in and be like, "This what you doing today? That's what the fuck you doing today?"
Fired. Like, he got fired and we hired like 50 million times, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Fired and hired.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that shit is crazy. And I feel like that's what it comes, like, me and her have been through like shit like that where it's bad, you know what I'm saying? But it always comes back to the table because we know that there's a bigger goal at hand. It ain't about us. Yeah. It's about what we can make happen, and people believe in us. And we owe it to them to get to that point. You know what I mean? Because we never think about it. We never met a LeBron James or Kobe Bryant or a Jay-Z or Pimp C in our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what we want in the tone. We want that person to reach that. You know what I'm saying? We never met that person yet. So it's like we know that people believe in us to the point they want us to be that. You know what I'm saying? Like I got some really good feedback, you know what I'm saying, from Kylie, Sosa, and Live Ola, even Lil Ken. I talked to them all on the phone recently, and they all had great things to say about where I've been going in my career. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, even that, like, even Question. You know, shout out to Question. Like, you know what I'm saying? I interviewed him on Trill Talk, and he brought up when he pulled me on stage and put me on the Big Sean. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Question, a big ass dude. He lifted me like I was a doll and put me on stage. You know what I'm saying? My shirt was like this and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he put me on stage to freestyle, and you know, it was just a good feeling, man. Like, and I just feel like that, you know, to hear these people that I came here to the city looking to, like, damn, he's just really doing it. I'm trying to be where people look at me like that. You know what I'm saying? To now being in a position that they were in and still are in. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, you know, I feel honored. You know what I mean? Because people say, oh, well, it ain't about the city. People, you know, don't be just, but it ain't got shit to do with me just being. I always thought worldwide. You know what I mean? But I still want my city in my pocket. You know what I mean? I still want my city to know I rep for my city. I'm gonna hold it down. I'm a rich, like I said, I'm in Killeen. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Killeen, but I came to San Antonio and I've been here for over 10 years. So this is home too, just as much as Killeen. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a rep both because San Antonio is my shit. You know what I'm saying? San Antonio is the reason why I even have fans. You know what I mean? Yeah. I didn't get fans in Killeen. I got fans. I started fans in San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? So this is where home is. This is where the heart is. So I'm always rep for the city. And like I said, I got some really big things coming for the city for this album. So, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, I'm always do that.
Well, you heard it straight from his mouth. The Life album is out right now, LYFE, on all music streaming platforms. You do not want to miss out. It's a dope project. Before we let you go, Highstrung, let people know where they can check you out, all your social media, all your music videos, all that good stuff.
So, you know what I'm saying? You can check me out on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to the page. You feel me? YouTube.com/HighstrungOfficial. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Official Highstrung. You spell my name HIGHSTRUNG. Official Highstrung. Make sure y'all go download the album right now. It's literally the greatest album in the world. I'm gonna talk my shit. It's the dopest album. Like Mayzella said, man, you just gotta listen to it, give it a chance. It's crazy. It's a dope fire ass album, and it's available on all platforms. I got a Twitter too. At least Official Strong is my Twitter. As you can tell, I'm not on Twitter. I'm not
really on Twitter either.
I got like 200 followers on Twitter. That's it. You know what I mean? So. But yeah, man, I definitely appreciate y'all, man, for really rocking with me the way that y'all been rocking with me. I salute y'all, man. Yo.
It's your girl, DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and we are signing out.